You already know the drill. We back again with another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And strap on your seatbelts, because it's all pedal to the metal from here. And without further ado, your amazing host, Drew Billy.
Hello, my beautiful people. Hope you're having a good night. This is another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys, here with your host, DB, and host, Trevor Dinsmore. Trevor, how are you doing tonight?
Very good, very good. Just got home from my vacation on Saturday. I really enjoyed Lake Mullet up there. Enjoyed the Upper Peninsula, hence where I got this hat that's got the 906 area code on it. Always like to get a little bit of a souvenir, and I even got a magnet with a recipe for some Mackinac fudge. Highly recommend if you're ever up in the Mackinac Island area. It is the best fudge I've ever had.
Hell yeah. No, also, before the show, we had a little crisis. We had to get a new USB cord. Wherever the hell Matthew is on that is a DoorDasher here in the Olean area, I want you to know, Matt, I love you, and you came in clutch today. Searched the entire store for this fucking micro USB cord, and that's how you're hearing me tonight. So, Matthew, wherever you are, I hope you have a wonderful fucking night.
And may I say so, Billy, your audio quality is better with this cord as well.
Yes.
So.
But, shit, I appreciate it. I tried to hug him on the porch. He said, I got to go do another delivery. So,
I don't think you're allowed to do that, Billy. I don't
No.
think you're allowed to hug DoorDash drivers.
Well,
I mean, it is 2024. We're pretty well removed from the pandemic, but
Right.
still.
right.
No.
No. But he sprinted through that store, and I appreciate him. But anyways, Trevor, a lot of news here to go through here. As always, stay around for Trevor's segments as well. They've become a real key part to the show and making the success that we were trying to make out of this show. So big news, though. J.J. McCarthy will undergo knee surgery this week after tests revealed a meniscus issue. Trevor, how do we feel about this? He had a promising preseason game, came out, showed some promise. Now he's going to be on the sidelines. How do we feel?
I mean, yeah, he did pretty what they played the Raiders. That's
Yeah.
right. I don't pay too much attention to the first game of the preseason, other than for these rookies. But I didn't even get to catch the Steelers preseason game. I was in the middle of one of those like pull-in restaurant things where they come up to your door. I was at one of those, and I had an olive burger. Don't recommend that to anyone.
Okay.
I hate olives.
Okay.
And it was green olive burger, not good at all. So I didn't catch that, and I didn't really catch J.J. McCarthy's debut, but I did hear good things. I heard
Yes.
good things from you, and I heard good things from the personnel, from sports media personnel after the fact, including Rich Eisen, who blew smoke up his Michigan alums. But that's just how it goes. But yeah, I'm very, very worried for this young kid's career. Potential meniscus tear is what I've been hearing.
Yes.
Could require, he is going to get surgery to repair it, and no timetable for his return as of yet.
No.
Meniscus tear, from my experience as a football fan, usually takes somewhere between 6 to 8 weeks. Could have been a lot worse. Obviously, could have been an ACL or an Achilles. But literally one game in, and he's already got another hoop to jump through on top of the weight of expectations and the team that's in front of him and everything else that comes along with being an NFL quarterback at a young age.
Yeah.
So as much as I don't want to give good graces to a Michigan alum, I do wish him well. I don't wish injury on anyone. Do I think this is going to change anything as a result, like for his career and how it's going to pan out? Not really. I've expressed my feelings on that before,
Right.
But you want to at least have a kid to have the chance to prove me wrong and prove other people wrong. So,
Right. No, and I think they're just going to have him sit out the rest of the season. I don't see a need to hurry this. They got Sam Darnold.
Just throw him in there. And that, what's his name? Jaron Hall. Thank you.
Yes. I know the name, Trevor, because that's the guy you always would get a cool card of in the packs, and you get so fucking pissed off.
Right. Yeah.
Fucking
Fair
poor
enough,
guy.
man.
He's probably a really nice guy. It's just like shit. I'd rather have a CJ Stroud.
Yeah,
Fucking
a lot
Jalen.
of these guys are probably nice guys. They just,
Yeah.
some are better at football than others. So
Yeah.
it's just how it goes.
And it's shitty because learn the playbook, all that shit goes into this, and it's sad to see. And it should, you don't wish that upon anybody, even though he went to Michigan. But other news as well: Indianapolis Colts running back Jonathan Taylor became the most high-profile player to wear a Guardian cap. Trevor, I guess to explain to the viewers, it's basically just a hard encasing around the helmet.
Yeah.
And they got the statistics down below here: 10% reduce head contact force by 10%, and then if the other player's wearing it, it's by 20%. I see these being popular. They do not look appealing at all on the top of the helmet.
I know that they're ugly, but back in the day, these advanced helmets that we have now probably didn't look that appealing to fans of football in the 50s and 60s.
Right.
It's called evolution.
Yes.
The game is evolving, player safety is evolving. And if this reduces head injuries, it kind of sucks that it looks horrible, but if that's your only complaint, your only gripe against it, I'm all for it otherwise. It doesn't have, it's football. It doesn't have to look pretty.
No.
It just has to be entertaining. And it's still, while we still have contact football and big meaty men pounding meat, it's going to be entertaining.
Yes. Yeah.
And if this is what we got, this is what we got. I'm okay with it.
Yeah. And then amongst the other athletes or other players that were wearing it as well, Pittsburgh Steelers offensive lineman James Daniels wore a cap in his team's or in the Steelers preseason game as well. And also, if anybody doesn't know where me and Trevor are from, in our area back home, Trevor, I believe most of the high schools are offering this to the football players now that I saw on Facebook. So I like the initiative. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah. I'm okay with that. Honestly, I've fallen out of attentiveness with high school football since I graduated high school, and honestly, even more so since I graduated college, because when you were at Bonus, you'd still go home, you'd still watch ECC St. Mary's games when you went back home. I did the same thing with Ridgeway games. I've kind of fallen out of the graces of high school football since, though. But I know high school, they still had the electronic communications between quarterback and quarterbacks of the defense, play calling rather than the whole sign operations that Michigan took advantage of last season.
Right.
Which, that just goes to show you high school, in a lot of respects, high school football is even ahead of NCAA Division I. Well, I'd say the bigger schools, obviously with more resources, they're taking more of an initiative to ensure player safety and ensure the game is still efficient and fair. So the more power to them. Yeah.
No, and other news as well. So yeah, if you see these Guardian caps and you're wondering, well, what the hell's that? That's what you're going to be seeing if you see it on the field.
Yeah,
it's nothing wrong.
They don't have big heads. It's just they just got an extra helmet on. That's all they got.
But other news as well. Jared Stidham. I don't even know. I think I'm pronouncing his name right. It's
Stidham.
Name.
It's all like one word blended.
Yeah.
It's not Stidham. Stidham.
Stidham. He got the start for the Broncos, but rookie Bo Nix came in and he started the scoring for the Broncos as well, as they got a win over the Colts 34-30. Trevor, I was very impressed by him. Sniper was watching the McAfee show as well. They were talking about him yesterday. I think he has promise. I don't know. I mean, again, I'm not a coach, but I think Payton has to be going towards him starting for this season. I mean, Jesus.
I could see it. I mean, you could always take the Mitch Trubisky, Kenny Pickett approach where you just start the vet to start out and get Bo Nix, get the rookie used to an NFL travel schedule, practice schedule, and everything that the regular season schedule entails for these players. Get him used to that, and then throw him in amongst the Wolves. Bo Nix, I don't see why you couldn't throw him in with the Wolves right away. Like you said, did he have a couple touchdowns in 5 drives? And
Yeah.
He did very well for himself. Very composed, very calm. Seemed like he knew the playbook, knew the cadence, and communicated well with his team, and had a good chemistry with them. So, I mean, we'll see. We'll see how the Broncos want to approach this, because it's either Stidham, Nix, or Zach Wilson.
Right.
Who do you want between those three? Do you want to figure out what you got in the rookie, or do you want to tread water with the vets that have a ceiling, and a very, very hard ceiling? We've seen it both with Jared Stidham and Zach Wilson, their capabilities, which is to say not very high at an NFL level.
Right.
But Bo Nix, you could just unleash him, see if he develops, see if he's your long-term guy.
Okay. Yeah, no, and he was getting the ball to I think their best offensive player as well, Marvin Mims. So if they already have a connection going, so that's pretty fucking cool too. And I think he just has a better IQ than the other two, Trevor. Yeah. Just looking at the highlights.
No, that's been clear since his days at Auburn. He's a very high IQ player in addition to the physical skills. They're not overarching physical skills like, say, an Anthony Richardson, but they're there, and the intangibles are there as well. So he's got the tools. It's just a matter of him being in the right situation and taking the reins.
Right. And then other news as well. Joe Burrow is back. Trevor, he led a very impressive drive, actually. Completed 5 of his 7 passes for 51 yards and marched a ceiling touchdown toss to T. Higgins. He's saying he's happy to be back on the field, but he still has work to do. I like that. I don't like his new look, though. The real Slim Shady, please stand up. But I was
going to say, he's with that now, right? Because he was doing the Anakin Skywalker thing earlier in the offseason, and then he went to the Slim Shady look.
Yep. Yeah. But
I dig it, though. Imagine the Slim Shady look. Do you remember that, like, shirtless tuxedo he wore during Paris Fashion Week?
Yes.
Imagine that. Like, put those two things, because he still had the Anakin Skywalker thing at the time.
Yes.
Imagine putting Slim Shady in a backless tuxedo.
Right.
That'd be kind of hilarious, actually.
Yeah. No,
but anyway, as far as his play on the field goes, I don't think I need to hammer the point home any more than I already have. Joe Burrow's going to be back. He's going to be healthy, and he's going to go on a run with these Bengals.
Yeah. No, I think so too, and I think he silenced a lot of naysayers regarding the wrist injury. So, they were fucking eating him alive, in all the chat rooms and all that shit on.
I believe it. Yeah. I believe it. That's why I avoid those chat rooms, man. It's just a lot of. It's beautiful, but there's a lot of toxic humans in there that just exist to be toxic.
Yes.
Toxicity for toxicity's sake. I don't like that.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Now, toxicity in music, sure, toxicity in our city. Yeah, that's good. But toxicity in NFL chat rooms can be good and bad.
Yeah. No, also a lot of toxicity and maybe questions regarding this guy's antics throughout the whole draft process, leading up to his first game in a Chicago Bears uniform. Caleb Wilson, he displayed the full freaking package.
Caleb Williams.
Sorry, Jesus. Caleb Williams displayed the full package against the Bills. Again, he's not facing the top guys on the Bills defense, Trevor, but he can sling the ball. He proved it.
No, never been able really to doubt that from him. He had to sling it all over the yard at USC. Figures he'd have to do the same in Chicago. Yeah, let's see. How did he do here? This is the first I'm actually seeing these stats. I need to pay more attention this week to preseason football. Yeah, let's see. 147 yards. Oh, okay. Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Not bad. 4 for 7, 95 yards, 13 rushing yards. That'll do.
Yeah.
That'll do against a pretty good defense as well. I mean, I know I don't believe the Bills played their starters in that game, but.
But still, he painted nails or not, Trevor, the guy can fucking play football.
No, he can. You make it to the pros, you can play football.
Right.
Even Ryan Leaf could play football at Wazoo. He balled out. Okay.
Yeah.
To be considered the worst something, you once have to be the best at something.
Correct.
Well, when it comes to the, college football transitioning to the NFL anyway. Ryan Leaf, former, what was a number 2 pick behind Manning and Heisman candidate.
Yes. Yeah.
Was, eventually known as the biggest bust, but I'm not saying Caleb Williams is Ryan Leaf by any stretch of the imagination. He's got a long way to go to get there.
Yeah.
Has a somewhat similar attitude to Ryan Leaf, though, that, I'm all that.
He does.
Yeah, at least it comes off that way. I don't know how he is in the locker room. I don't know how he is with the media and coaches. And I tend not to judge a player by that. I tend to judge them by the play on the field. But when I've heard the stuff I've heard about Caleb Williams, we'll see.
And we watched a little bit of it, because it was the Bills were on. And I do have to say this: a lot of barking towards veteran guys. That's the only thing that kind of I don't know about that. We got a question in the comments. I don't know about.
I'm gonna say this year, no.
Yeah, I don't know.
No. I think his ceiling is around 3,500.
Could have some. I'd say maybe 500 yards rushing, Trevor.
Yeah, I'm thinking that as well. Yeah.
Okay.
Could do pretty well for himself. I will tell you right now, I'm doing my top 14s for our fantasy league. I don't have him in the top 14.
No. Yeah.
I generally, as a principle, I leave rookies out of that because I never know how they're going to do.
Correct.
I can't predict a CJ Stroud. That's just not going to happen.
Right.
And I'm not taking the risk of predicting how well Caleb Williams is going to do in a public forum. But I will say ceiling, probably like 3,500 yards. And I'd say around 600 rushing. Get some rushing touchdowns in there too. Probably use him a good bit with some trickeration in the red zone.
Yeah.
Because, that Bears offense, they're going to be better. They're going to be a lot better. Just with the weapons that they added, they're going to be a lot better.
Keenan Allen, you got fucking
DJ Moore still. I mean, Cole Kmet coming back, DeAndre Swift.
Yeah.
They're gonna be just fine. Beefed up the offensive line a little bit, which is where they needed it.
Yep.
Bears could be good. Caleb Williams, we'll see.
Yeah. Terrell Edmonds in the middle linebacker position too. We can't forget about him.
Of course. Right.
But yeah. No, good question there, Jay Haas. But anyways, Justin Fields as well. Debuted in a Steelers uniform, saw some positives, but 2 plays outweighed his overall performance in Friday night's preseason opener. Trevor, I was watching that game. I snapped a little bit. I know it's preseason, okay? And I really want Fields to play. I'm going to come out publicly. I do want him to start if possible. But I understand the resume Wilson has. We got to give him a chance. But when he fumbled the fucking snaps with Nate Herberg, I fucking cringed. It was very hard.
I believe it.
It's very hard because I saw what he can do in Chicago, and then we see that on the field. I knew Tomlin was going to get after his ass after he did yell at him after the second one on the sideline.
I hope so.
But even in the press conference, he said that he saw him do some nice things, but obviously he was a component of this center quarterback exchange. And that outweighs, the positive play that he did have because he's turning the fucking ball over. You can't have that. Even in preseason, it does not matter. So you think Fields figures it out, or is this just little first game nerves?
Growing pains.
Okay.
Yeah, first game nerves, growing pains, butterflies, whatever phrase you want to attach to it.
Okay.
I think, he's going to be fine. He's just got to get used to things here in Pittsburgh. I mean, it's a similar weather conditions, but you can never underestimate the value of chemistry between players, and especially the quarterback center combo. I mean, hell, look at the likes of Jeff Saturday and Peyton Manning for all those years, Andrews and Brady for all those years. It's a powerful thing. It's a powerful thing, and they gotta figure it out. They absolutely. Well, Herbig has to figure out how to play center. First of all, we've had guys go in and out of that spot. Now we're tossing Herbig in there to see how well he does. That's been a position we've been trying to figure out since Pouncey. God bless him. God bless that Florida product. Love him. Love him to death.
Castro, and I missed him so goddamn much.
No, I know. We were spoiled, man. We were very, very Hell, Foster during that time.
Yep.
Max Starts back in the day.
Oh.
We were spoiled, dude. And we didn't realize how good we had it until, well, now.
Yeah. No, but they got to get that figured out, and hopefully we don't see those exchanges against Buffalo this Saturday. Also, speaking of Buffalo, Trevor, very cool thing here. Gable Stevenson. It's fucking me up that he doesn't have an N in his name, but Gable Stevenson. It looks like, from me and Trevor talking before the show, it looks like he's on the practice squad. He's not on the actual roster, but defensive lineman. He's also given the adage that he's one of the greatest USA wrestlers in history. In 2020 was Olympic gold medalist in freestyle wrestling, two-time NCAA heavyweight champion who posed in a fight. This record's fucking 83-2 for the Minnesota Golden Gophers. So I hope he has a hell of a career and he gets a chance and gets a spot on that roster, Trevor. I don't know much about him, so I don't want to speak any further on it, but I don't know. Be a gold medalist.
I got you. It just seems like he's having trouble settling into a post-amateur wrestling career.
Correct.
Because he signed with WWE and NXT for a little bit. Apparently, he either couldn't hack it, couldn't develop, or he just got sick of the grind, couldn't handle it.
Okay.
For whatever reason, got released from NXT. Then, the reports come out that the Bills are signing him, and everybody's like, okay, yeah, that was on my bingo card too. What the fuck?
Right.
I for the love of God, and the success that this man has had, I do want him to settle into a long, lengthy, prosperous, athletic career.
Right.
If it's in football, fantastic. If it's in WWE, if he goes back there, fantastic. If he starts playing, I don't know, fucking lacrosse or cricket and does well in that, Godspeed, friend. Godspeed. I want him to find his place so bad because he's a very nice dude, tremendous dude. I got the pleasure of seeing him live when SmackDown came to Pittsburgh. It was actually Kurt Angle's birthday. He came out and sprayed people with the milk truck. That was great.
Oh, no shit.
And Stevenson joined him. So that was kind of fun to watch. And I was hoping that was leading to Stevenson, debuting in NXT and maybe rising up to the main roster. And unfortunately, not the case. But regardless, like I said, long, prosperous, athletic career. He's got to find his niche pretty quick here. He's got to capitalize on his peak. I don't want to say he's at his peak right now athletically because he could still rise and grow in talent and development.
Mm-hmm.
But he's got to find something before he reaches that, and then he's on the decline.
Right. And I got to say, too, I mean, coaching, again, I'm not even close to that level of athleticism, but if this doesn't work out, he has to think coaching could be a thing. I mean, fuck, you're a gold medalist. I mean, there's a spot for you somewhere. I mean,
go coach the Gophers in wrestling. Right. I mean,
no, I didn't know that it was that tedious of a fucking process for him. He's bouncing all over the place. When I saw a gold medal, I'm like, okay,
gold medal, like you said, 2-time national champion.
Yeah,
very well decorated. Just
But we hope he finds his place somewhere. But that's all I had for the start here. We'll be back later with debate time. Interesting questions for me and Trevor to kind of dissect, but I'll let Trevor take it away from here.
Yeah, sounds good, bud.
Yeah.
I'm actually going to hop right into what's more likely. Spice things up a little bit. That was a bit of a lengthy news segment, so let's get some more back and forth debates here.
Okay. Let's see here. Start the music. Bear with me, people.
He's got to press like 5 buttons over there.
Oh, geez. All right, hell yeah.
All right, getting right into the spicy stuff. We're getting right into WWE.
Mm-hmm.
Figured transition right off of Gable Stevenson into my WWE What's More Likely question for the week. And this one's a doozy, brother.
Mm-hmm.
What's more likely to be the WrestleMania 41 main event? Rock versus Roman or Roman Cody 3? And have you been keeping up with SmackDown?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. It's getting very interesting.
You know where we're at right now.
Mm-hmm.
Roman's got some business to take care of.
Yes, he does.
A lay to retrieve and potentially a cousin to kick ass.
Mm-hmm.
Kick his ass, I should say. But you saw the little stare down at SummerSlam. He's coming back for his gold.
Yeah. I would say probably Cody. It would make sense.
Okay. Just go with Roman Cody 3 back to back to back.
I could see The Rock somehow getting involved there.
Well, I think The Rock is the leader of that new bloodline.
Oh, shit.
I think he's pulling the strings there.
Oh, shit. All right.
And so I think they take that storyline and take that to Mania and get the Rock Roman main event that they were trying to get last year.
Mm-hmm. Mm.
And they're going to make it's going to seem a lot more organic than it was because last year it was shoved down our throats. It was absolutely shoved down. Nathan, thank you. Roman and The Rock agreeing with me.
Oh, yeah.
Last year, Rock versus Roman was shoved down our throats, and we won. Cody went wild, thankfully, and it turned out how it turned out, which is probably one of the best WrestleMania endings of all time.
Very emotional. Just
very, very emotional. I screamed like a girl when the Undertaker's gong hit. Not gonna lie to you.
And I think after Cody won too, and I don't know if anybody's seen it, but Triple H gives him his dad's watch that they got.
Yep.
I think refurbished or something. I don't know how the hell they did it, but I mean that was just cool they handed him that.
The watch that Dusty Rhodes pawned long ago to keep feeding his family, essentially.
Yeah.
So very cool. They could go either way though, and either way the story kind of writes itself.
Cool. Yeah.
But no, I'd like to see Rock Roman because Rock showed he could still go even though he's 52. He can still go.
I like him as a heel.
Oh yeah. Oh, he's fantastic. Yeah,
it's wonderful,
and it makes sense because he's on the board too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He can exercise his authority and.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Say a little couple fuck yous, candy ass,
Yeah. Well, and hey, they'll be on Netflix starting in January, so you can say that. You can say that kind of shit.
Yeah, it's gonna be a magical time.
You know, they're not gonna bleep out the holy shit moments anymore, or the you fucked up moment. Yeah, I know. It drives me nuts more on Fox than it does on USA because they'll have a bunch of moments. Holy, and you know what they're saying, but they can't. It just interrupts things and it's not great. But anyway, moving on from that, talking about going back to football for a minute, talking about another guy that potentially is going to get a trade soon, or at least asked for a trade because he's not getting the contract that he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Hassan Reddick formally requested a trade from the New York Jets. Yeah. And the GM came in and basically said, fuck you. No, you're going to be in a Jets uniform this year.
Mm-hmm.
All that amidst the Brandon Ayuk rumors. And I read just before the show today, the Steelers have a deal in place. It's just a matter of crossing the T's and dotting the I's.
Yeah.
That's the rumor.
Mm-hmm.
So, and I wrote this question last night thinking that they wouldn't be this close, but I'll ask the question anyway, so we can get some more insight on the matter. Who's more likely to get the trade that they've been asking for, Ayuk or Hassan Reddick? Like I said, the answer might be obvious at this stage of the game, but
I mean, I guess for the viewers out there that aren't familiar, I mean, it gets pretty nasty in these contract exchanges. So, I mean, I guess the GM's saying you're not fucking leaving.
Basically what he said in the most formal manner that he could.
Right. I guess he could just go ape shit and just sit out. Yeah, we could have a situation going over there, but I'd say Ayuk just to keep the answer short. I would say Ayuk.
Yeah. The answer seemingly, I know I said it like 4 times already, but obvious now. Ayuk's going to get that deal done. But kind of out of the blue for Reddick to do that. Like, I didn't know he was this intense of a negotiator.
Yeah.
I think he thinks he's better than he actually is. And he's fantastic. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
One of the better D linemen in the game. But the amount of money that he's asking for is astronomical for his position. So it's interesting.
Yes. No, and I would have to say that I've seen a couple different deals, but the cemented deal that the Steelers is Freiermuth going over there, Trevor?
I don't know.
Okay.
I did not see details. I just saw a tweet or a screenshot of a tweet someone sent me that the Steelers are very close to they have a deal in place and they're very close to finalizing it with the Niners.
Okay. I saw
what that entailed. I'm not sure. I'm sure it entails some draft picks in there too, because I know the Niners wanted that.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted a wide receiver to potentially compensate. Pickens was in talks early on, and Steelers were never going to do that.
No, God, no. They would
so I don't know.
Pissed. Yeah. No, what I saw, and I don't know if any viewers out there has anything that they saw, but 28 mil, some draft picks, and Freiermuth going over to the 49ers.
Yeah.
Which I'm shocked that the Steelers, as stingy as we are, Trevor, 28 mil was thrown out there. I understand. I guess
we're not stingy anymore, man.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Let's be very clear on that.
Omar
Omar Khan is not a stingy man.
No, and it's kind of fucking me up a little bit. You know what I mean?
To me, it's refreshing.
Oh,
we're actually going after guys. We're not just. I know our record is 9-8, 10-7 every year, but we're trying.
Yeah,
we're at least trying. We're making moves to try and make the team better within the limitations that we have. And right now, that limitation is how much we're paying our defense.
Right.
So I credit Omar Khan up and down. I credit him to no end with what he's done with this roster.
Yeah, we won't even speak of the ex-GM, but.
You can speak of him if you want. He was good for a while. It just his kind of got stagnant.
Yes.
His style was outdated. That's what happens. The game grows, it evolves.
Yeah.
On the field and off.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. But good shit.
Yeah. Anyway, moving on from that and sticking with football, but moving to college football now. Mm-hmm. I don't remember if we discussed this on the show or not, but I know you and I have discussed this. Yep. Georgia's, their football team's graduation rate.
Yeah.
For those that don't know, in December 2023, it was at 41%. Not good. Not good at all. However, their football team in the first AP poll, outright number one. They got 46 first place votes. I think the next team in line got 15. Ohio State. So quite a few. Georgia outright number one, and I don't want to say far and away favorite to win the Natty, but along with Ohio State, it's basically those two versus everybody else at this point.
Right.
But the reason I brought the graduation rate up is I want to know what's going to be higher at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
The amount of first place votes that Georgia gets in the AP poll,
okay,
as of this first AP poll, 46.
46, yeah.
Is their graduation rate at December 2024 going to be higher or lower than that? What's more likely?
Lower.
Lower still?
Mm-hmm.
You don't think they can make a 5% jump?
No.
Oh, come on, man.
No.
You don't have any faith in those boys.
I don't. No.
To quote Jesus Christ, ye a little faith, good sir.
Well, you got to fucking put, like we talked about, you got to put stuff in place, and whatever Kirby's got going on, it's a little bit of a shit show.
Not good.
No. And I don't know. And again, to be on a D1 football team to that degree, Trevor, with that amount of attention, there's a lot of shit going on. I get that, but I think they're losing sight of the academics. And if they can put something in place.
I mean, Christ, it's the second lowest rate in the nation, 41%. I don't even know who's lower. I just read a stat that Georgia, as of December 2023, had the second lowest graduation rate of any college football program. Georgia ain't interested in that book learning.
I agree with you, man. I mean, they got a lot of athletes.
Jayha's coming in with the hot ones tonight.
Yeah.
He's been good to us tonight.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good one.
Yeah, I have a little faith though. I think they can bump it up to 50. All they really got to do, they just got to stay off the roads. They got to stay out of prison.
Mm-hmm.
They got to quit it with all the crimes that they're committing. They're becoming a Miami of the 80s, really.
Correct.
Not necessarily on the field, because Miami did it on the field and off. Georgia's more doing it off the field.
Yeah.
Putting on a show and putting on too much of a show.
Too much.
But I have a little bit of faith.
Right. Yeah.
For the sake of the kids, too. But anyway.
Yeah.
Sticking with college football here, you and I have been playing College Football 25.
Yes, sir.
Since it came out.
Yep.
Having a hell of a time with it.
Yep.
Not everybody we know is having a hell of a time with it.
No.
But to us, kind of a breath of fresh air. And to most people, the general consensus, it's a breath of fresh air as far as it goes with EA Sports and football games.
Mm-hmm.
However, at the very least my view, and in a lot of Reddit users' views, where Madden does have College Football 25 is in their Ultimate Team mode. Now, I have not tried the College Football 25 Ultimate Team mode. I'm exclusive to Madden on that.
Yep.
But I might have to do some experimentation and compare.
Yes.
What's more likely to be the better Ultimate Team mode this year? College Football 25 or sticking with the status quo, Madden 25?
I mean, when I get on band, we can
just use your burners.
You got to buy them now. They lock it. Anyways,
I know. Yeah.
But no, I'd say, man, I
sticking with Madden.
Yeah, traditionally, I just think it's a better. I don't know. I know more of the players. I guess, Trevor, in that sense, you get the throwbacks. I think there is some throwbacks in NCAA, but I always like Madden.
Well, I mean, with throwbacks in NCAA too, you can get guys that were great in college, but weren't necessarily great at the pro level. You know, your Brian Leafs, your Jamarcus Russells, your Tim Tebows. Yep. You can play as those guys at an elite level.
Yes.
Now, granted, I haven't experimented with the College Football 25 Ultimate Team mode enough to see what kind of packs that they have, what kind of players you can get into, what kind of programs that they got running.
Mm-hmm.
I'm very unsure.
Yeah.
And based on that, I am going to stick with the status quo of Madden, but I will try College Football 25 Ultimate Team mode. Okay. I will try it.
Yeah.
I'm a little behind on it, but I will try it.
It's like a food that you tried years ago, you're unsure of, you try it again. Oh, it's not so bad, or it might still taste like shit. You got to see.
Right. Yeah. Sometimes you got to try new things and see how they go. I tried an olive burger. It did not go well.
Yeah.
I tried Mackinac fudge, peanut butter chocolate, by the way.
Okay.
Fucking phenomenal.
Yes.
It'll go either way.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on from that, the Olympics are done. They always go by too fast. They only come around once every 4 years, and they last but 3 weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Paris was a good time.
It was.
Is Los Angeles going to be a better time? What's more likely to be remembered as the better Olympics? Paris this year or LA 2028?
I'd say, it's on U.S. soil. Probably Los Angeles. But my favorite's Beijing. A lot of good moments came
100%.
from there. No offense to the athletes.
That was 08, right?
Yeah.
That was where Phelps won all of his golds.
Yes. And Hussein, I just think it's one of the best. And that really got me. Yeah. And just watching the track events, that got me, I don't know, it kind of hit me different and shit. So.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough, bro.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll say LA as well. There's going to be a lot in the way of entertainment and overall spectacle. Paris largely relied on their culture, their history, not a ton of, say, outside celebrity involvement other than people that were from the U.S.
Correct.
So you have that element combined with the great athletes that are always present. And honestly, if that what was that swimming team? What do they call that swim team now? It's like, I don't know, freestyle dance swimming or something. You know what I'm talking about. The people that did the moonwalk underwater.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
If you got that team there, and if you got that Australian lady that was breakdancing, you're gonna have a full show.
Yes.
You're gonna have a full show. You're gonna have a proper Olympics in LA.
Well, you could fucking bring out Chris Angel and do some magic shit. You know what I mean? That would be kind of cool.
Not?
You know what I mean? But
get David Blaine out there. Why the hell not?
I just got to say this though, and I don't think we touched on it, and I don't know if maybe some viewers knew this. The issue. Hold on here, Jay Haas. Will Durant, Curry, or LeBron be on the team in USA Basketball 2028?
I'm gonna say no, and you kind of said it before I did. Ant's gonna be the leader.
I don't see any three. I don't see those three on the Olympic team. But I will say this: the sewage issue that they had with the water events. Did you hear about that?
That's always an issue.
Oh my God! I didn't realize they had to shut it down and screen the water. And I'm like, holy shit! And then
not good. Paris has become a little bit dirty since I've been there. I went there in 2016, and I'm glad I got there then because apparently it's not as nice as it used to be.
Yeah, I mean, I there's always some issue with Olympics. I'm not picking on Paris, but
Rio, Jesus Christ!
Oh my God, that was a fucking disaster. But anyways, no, I just felt bad for the water athletes having to swim that. I'm like, you couldn't fucking. I understand. I want to represent my country, but swimming in shit potentially. I mean,
they did that for the triathlon. If I remember correctly, they had to like you said, skim the water and clean it and everything.
It's fucking disgusting. But anyways, LA all the way.
A little bit. LA. Okay. Okay. Sticking with the home turf. I like it. Okay. What else did I have here? Oh, okay. Actually, touching on baseball at the moment. Pirates are fucking slipping, bro. Seven or 8 in a row that they've lost. Bednar has blown a couple saves. Holderman's been shit. The pitching's going to shit. Paul Skeens gave up 4 runs the other day.
I felt, and Trevor, I again, I'm not big into baseball, but I'll root for the Pirates and support them. I felt like shit after my comments I made on last episode that, hey, I think they could slip, and now they are actually slipping. I feel like a piece of shit.
You should.
I'm sorry to the Yinzers.
And on behalf of the Yinzers that are down here, fuck you, Billy.
I called it, but
you manifested failure. Damn it!
I know, Skates.
You need to manifest a World fucking Series is what you need to do.
Yeah, Doug texted me. His stock got a little fucked up after those 4 runs, and I'm like, he's still pitching lights the fuck out. Come on.
No, it was one bad start. I know it was one bad start.
Right.
He's gonna have those.
Yeah. Randy Johnson did. Everybody has. I mean, so yeah.
Absolutely. It could just be a one-off thing, but regardless, Pirates just can't figure it out. If the bats aren't working, the pitching's not working. If the pitching is working and the batting's working, the fielding's not working. It's one thing or another, and somehow they find a way to lose these games to the Dodgers and to the Padres. We just got swept by both of those teams.
Yeah.
And I understand both of those are cream of the crop teams in the MLB.
Yeah.
But if you want to be a playoff team, you got to beat teams that are better than you.
You have to.
Just ask the Miami Dolphins. You got to beat teams that are better than you if you want to go anywhere.
Correct.
The Pirates right now, they're not doing that. No. All that to circle back to my what's more likely question.
You're good.
The Pirates, they are tied for the second most blown saves in the MLB this year. This was as of last night when I looked it up. They have 22 blown saves, and of those, Bednar has 5 of them. He only has 5 of them, which is kind of amazing. He actually has 20 successful saves and then 5 blown saves, so not as bad of a percentage as I initially thought. It's just he always seems to like allow a runner or two and then closes it down rather than just, 1, 2, 3, let's get the fuck home.
Yeah.
But anyway, another team surprisingly high up there, but they are high up in the wild card standings. I forget exactly where they are, but I know they're in a wild card spot right now. The Arizona Diamondbacks actually have 21 blown saves, and their lead closer, Paul Sewald, has 16 saves with 4 blown. So they actually have the exact same percentage.
Damn.
80%.
Damn.
Interesting.
Yeah.
One team's in contention, another team's slipping. Who's more likely to end the season with more blown saves, the Diamondbacks or the Pirates?
I'm going Diamondbacks. I'm not fucking doing
You're not
anymore.
manifesting failure again, Billy?
I'm believing in that fucking voodoo shit. Yeah. Okay. I'll say the Diamondbacks.
Light some incense and get one of those candy skulls.
I got fucking sage in the drawer downstairs. I'll fucking...
Do you have a psychic you can get a hold of? Does anyone you know have a psychic you can get a hold of so we can reverse this curse?
There's a place about an hour away you go. There's psychics.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hour away from you or?
Yeah, hour away from me. I don't fuck with that.
North, south, east, west?
I think it's west. Yeah.
West. Okay.
Yeah.
That's
from where I'm sitting, because I think south's this way, north. I don't fucking know, but yeah.
Okay.
Let me get a compass out.
You manifest failure, Billy. This is what I do. I pull out geography on you, make you look like an idiot.
Get a compass. Oh, fuck, there it is.
Am I making you feel bad, Billy?
No. It's the pirate.
I know it is the Pirates.
It drives me nuts. I'm sad because I don't want to prolong. I don't want to do a long-winded thing, but
no, you're fine. This is what we do with the Pirates. I bring them up and we rant. Go ahead.
The Steelers, I'm more about the Steelers, and then there's some fans in Pittsburgh that are more about the Penguins, and then there's fans that are more about the Pirates. I just feel bad for the Pirates section of Pittsburgh fans. They just never have gotten what the fuck they deserve. It drives me nuts. Drives me absolutely fucking bonkers. McCutch comes in. We have that incredible fucking Lilydale. That's what it was, Nate. Hell yeah, good fucking drop there. It just drives me nuts that we never can get fucking over the hump just a little bit. Just to give them a taste, just a little taste.
Yeah,
give them the.
I want more than a taste. I want the whole filet mignon.
I think
if you're not in it for the whole filet mignon, why?
If they ever win the World Series, Trevor, the city's going to go fucking bonkers.
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, we're gonna go nuts. We're not gonna pull a Philadelphia and burn our city to the ground, but we're gonna go nuts.
Yeah,
North Shore is gonna be fucking packed.
Yeah.
Bars are gonna do good that night.
Oh hell yeah. Yep.
But anyway, that is it for this week's edition of What's More Likely. Seemed like a bit of a tumultuous and emotional one, but that's why we're here.
Yeah, the good times and bad times, we're going to cover them.
Oh, death, taxes, and buckle up with the boys, taking you for an emotional roller coaster ride for 2 hours every single week on a Tuesday night. There are a few other certainties in life.
Yeah.
With that, end of What's More Likely. Moving on to a couple of the news segments that I have here. Thank you very much. And sticking with baseball, and we talked about this, a little bit of a sensitive topic right before we started.
Yeah.
Outfielder, what is Jarren Duran? I almost said Jalen Duran, which is the Celtics, or not the Pistons' young center. But Red Sox outfielder Jarren Duran got a little ticked off on Sunday. There was a fan heckling him for the better part of 6 innings at Fenway Park, and lo and behold, he turns around and says, "Shut up, you effing insert curse word for gay that starts with an F." And ends with a TT.
Yeah.
Not good. Not a good look at all. And worse, everyone in the stadium just about heard it.
The soundbite is very insensitive.
Yeah. Very not very good at all.
No.
But I don't want to say in Duran's defense, he did come out after the game. He apologized to the LGBTQ community, apologized to the youth that look up to him as a role model, to Boston fans, and pretty much to everyone that he could apologize to in a post-game statement. And also, he did explain that it was very heat of the moment rather than like a premeditated slur.
Right.
Not that that really makes it any better. Obviously, there's no place for that sort of hate or any sort of hate within sports or life, period.
Yeah.
Those people, the people that protrude that hate, they need to be deleted from the internet anyway. Not from life, like from the internet. Stay off the internet.
Yeah.
But regardless, Durant did apologize and subsequently was suspended for 2 games starting yesterday. He will, I believe, he serves out that 2-game suspension. It ends today, and that's customary for stuff like this.
Yep.
There's a history of this, and most guys get suspended 2 to 3 games. And just a few of the instances. Matt Joyce of the A's in 2017 said a similar slur and was suspended for 2 games. Then in that same season, Kevin Pillar directed a slur at an Atlanta reliever, Jason Mott, also suspended 2 games. And then this one's honestly kind of disturbing. Back in 2012, Escobar, he wore eye black stickers with an anti-gay slur on them.
Yes, I remember that one.
Yeah, that was one of the first and most prominent incidents of anti-gay sentiment within the MLB, and it's still remembered. Rightfully so. It's remembered to this day, and it should be remembered as an absolute disgrace of an act. And he was suspended for 3 games for that. So consistent. This is consistent punishment with what the MLB's been doing for years and years. Like I said, all the way back to 2012 and likely even before that. And the good news is that his Durant's salary for these 2 games will be going to PFLAG, which stands for Parents, Families, and Friends of Lesbians and Gays. So it is going toward a good cause. Obviously, he could have just donated rather than saying a slur on national TV.
Right.
But, some good came out of it. Every cloud has a silver lining, whatever phrase you want to throw on that. But, not a good look for the Red Sox, not a good look for the MLB.
No.
And that was reflected in the comments of CEO Sam Kennedy and Chief Baseball Officer Craig Breslow, along with manager Alex Cora, who echoed Durant's sentiments and outright ostracized the comments that he made.
Yeah.
Saying, in summation, we need to do better. We still have a long way to go, even though we've made tremendous progress.
Mm-hmm.
And that's very reflective of society as a whole, I think.
Yeah. I agree. No, it's heat of the moment. But you gotta control yourself. Fuck.
No,
No, you got. It doesn't matter even behind closed doors, Trevor. You got to watch. You know what I mean. You got to try
100%.
to show respect and definitely. You got cameras and mics all over the goddamn place. I mean, you gotta read the moment. And
not just in a ballpark. You can have cameras on you in a minute.
Right.
Just walking down the street if you say something stupid.
Right. No. So I hope he figures it out because, but it's good he's doing the donation thing. But
I think the Red Sox made him do that, but
that's fucked up.
He didn't fight it. I'll just say that.
Now that's where I'm going to get a little pissed off, and I'm going to get it blown up a little bit. That's all a PR thing, and I wish he would have did it on his own.
They got to cover.
Yeah.
They got to. Well, it might have been a joint thing too.
Right.
Just judging from what I read, it was more the Red Sox telling him to do that, and obviously he's not going to oppose that.
No.
But like I said, that's just my interpretation of what I read. What direction that went, I don't know 100%.
Right. Yeah, no, good. No, you got to get it out there. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. No, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's a shame that it happened to a guy that's really been slugging for the Red Sox this year. He's got 14 home runs, batting .291 and a 6.5 wins above replacement, which among the top players in the league with a struggling Red Sox franchise right now in the midst of an AL East race.
Right.
So, we'll see how that goes. On to a little bit more controversy, and then we're going to talk about the good stuff too. Don't worry.
Okay.
Good stuff for card collectors, I guess.
Yes.
Interesting stuff.
Yes.
I'll get into that in a minute.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to take a little bit of a tailspin here and talk about NASCAR for a sec. I've not really talked about NASCAR, nor do I really watch NASCAR.
No.
I just, whatever my friends see, whatever they send me, that's what I see. And what I saw in a NASCAR Cup Series race in Richmond was a fella by the name of Austin Dillon wrecking and purposefully wrecking Joey Logano and Denny Hamlin in the final lap of that race in order to take a win and jump 20 points in the Cup standings.
Mm-hmm.
He was, I think it was around 32nd, and he jumped to 16th. So he jumped 16 places in the Cup standings and made the NASCAR playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
Don't ask me how that system works. This is just what I'm reading. Right. And the fact that NASCAR is making headlines should tell you enough.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway. It is 16. It is 16, the playoffs. So, yeah, he was in 32nd, and I think he got up to either 16th or 15th, somewhere in that neighborhood, and got a playoff spot. So, took quite the leap. Right. As far as Hamlin's side of things, and it's really a debate of clicks versus integrity, right? That's where we are with NASCAR, and that's what NHL officials are trying to weigh, along with, team owners and fans.
Right.
For his input on that portion of it, Denny Hamlin said, "We will never, ever get taken seriously as a sport because we have no real officiating."
Oh.
That's kind of true.
Yeah.
That's kind of true, because it is very few and far between that NASCAR officials step in and overturn the result of a race. Mm-hmm. You can probably count on two hands the amount of times that has ever happened.
Right.
They're investigating this incident. We'll kind of see how it plays out, but it's really sparking a debate. Do we need more officiating in NASCAR? As far as Hamlin's opinion on Austin Dillon, he said, and I quote, "He's a piece of crap. He sucks. Mm-hmm. He's sucked his whole career, and now he's going to be in the playoffs. Good for him, I guess." No long loss there. I do like the intensity. I like the rivalry. Do I like the fact that it came from some dirty tactics? Not really. Not really. And a little bit more on those dirty tactics to get you guys some more context into this. I believe he tapped Hamlin in the back, or no, he tapped Logano and made him spin out. And then as Hamlin was trying to cross into the first place spot, his coach, Austin Dillon's coach was saying, "Run him down, get him, wreck him." And so as Hamlin was trying to cross, he took him out as well and took out a few other cars as a result.
Wow.
So, in the final lap, no less.
Yeah.
Yeah. Little dicey of a situation there. And then in his defense, Dillon said he just meant to move Logano just to kind of get around him. And then when Hamlin came across, he just more reacted than listened to his coach or listened to his pit crew leader.
Right.
How much of that is true? We'll see what NASCAR decides. And the thing with Mr. Dillon too, he drives that number 3 car.
Oh.
And anyone that knows even the slightest bit about racing knows who drove that number 3 car.
Yeah. So there's
bringing a little bit of disgrace to that number.
Right wow, Trevor. Now that's a bigger headline than it was played out to be. That now with the number.
That's why it's getting a lot of clicks, bro.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
okay.
not a good look.
Intimidator. You're fucking with the intimidator. Okay.
Yeah. Different kind. Not really an intimidator, more of a conniver.
Well, the fucked up thing is he causes a crash with the number And that's
caused 2 crashes.
Yeah.
Caused 2 crashes. Caused one guy to spin out because, he kind of rear-ended him, not hard, but rear-ended him and threw him off, and he spun out. And then as Hamlin's crossing, boom, spins him out as well.
Yeah, that's fucked up.
Wins the race.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah, little screwed up.
Mm-hmm.
Little screwed up, but yeah, and on top of that, that broke a 68 race winless streak for Mr. Austin Dillon, just to give you an idea of how much he, according to Hamlin, does in fact suck.
Shit.
And I know a good friend of mine, I won't bring his name up, but a good friend of mine been watching NASCAR for a long time, about half as long as we've been alive.
Yep.
Had a good bit to say on this as well. Basically texted me the book of John in relation to this story. I just gave you a bit of a synopsis as best as I could on a NASCAR topic.
Yeah. No, I like it.
Very much mixing it up.
If you want to talk about water polo, Trevor, throw it in. I don't give a shit.
I'll talk about lacrosse.
Lacrosse is very interesting sport.
I do enjoy watching lacrosse. If Notre Dame's on, I'll throw them on.
Yeah. No, but hopefully they get that figured out, because that's bullshit. It's not Wreckfest. Okay.
It is not. It is not Wreckfest. Can't corner bomb, guys.
No.
That's can't do that. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes. If NASCAR is going to go the route of becoming more established, more regulated, more fair, or if they're just going to go after the clicks and the money. And by clicks and money, I mean intermittent spurts. Not, consistent.
Right.
We'll see. Yeah. Something to pay attention to in the NASCAR world.
Yeah.
Something to, well, I guess not really now, but something to potentially pay attention to in the card game.
Yes.
Is a LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant Olympic autographed card, a 1-of-1 that Topps released. Part of their Topps Now program that they started in 2016, which was essentially started to capture sports history in real time. Of course, Team USA winning the gold medal over France behind Steph Curry's unreal performance.
Yes.
Literally,
shots like
it's stupid. It's stupid how good that guy is. But anyway, how you get this card, though, you can't buy it at like an auction or off eBay or anything like that. It's a 1-of-1 card. So how Topps did this was they sold the base card without autos. And for those that don't know, Billy, what's a base card?
It's not the most desirable. I'd say it's just a plain
Jane. Nothing special about it.
Like
no
this.
patches.
So you got this, and then I guess what's different between that would be like a fucking insert here. So you got this as a base. That would be I guess compared to that's an insert. That's
and I imagine that there's differences of quality, material, and potential features with it, like a jersey patch or an autograph.
Yeah.
So that base card, they were selling a bunch of these. They sold them from Saturday at 6:20, which is shortly after the U.S. wrapped up their gold medal, and ended the sale at 6:20 p.m. today. So they just ended that 3 hours ago.
Oh shit!
And they will ship that card in a random pack to whoever bought the auto for $11.99. That's what it retailed at.
Wow!
So you bought the base for a shot at getting this card that's worth potentially tens of thousands of dollars.
Wow! No shit. I wonder if I gotta see if fucking Doug knew about that. But okay. So even that base though, having all three of them on the card together. Yeah, it's
cool. It's a nice looking card. I'll send you the picture after we're done here. It's a nice looking card. It's a nice looking base. Got the Olympic logo. Got them in the Team USA jerseys on it. Basic, but it looks nice.
Yeah.
It looks nice and decently valuable for a base. Like I said, retails for $12.
Yeah.
But
more than
if you're the lucky one who bought one of those base cards to get that autograph card, that 1 of 1, Godspeed, my friend.
God damn.
You might have to go hide under a rock for a minute. You might get too much attention.
You know, and I even talk, and we've talked too. And what we want to do sometime is have you, me, and Doug have some segment about cards someday, way down the line. But with that, I guess if you would get that, what would you do? Would you keep it?
What would I do?
Yeah, or would you sell that?
I'm at a crossroads with that. I'm not a big basketball cards guy.
Right.
But to pass up just owning a card like that.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, tens of thousands of dollars if I just get that cash influx to pay off my student loans.
Correct.
Could invest it in the stock market.
You could.
Could gamble with it.
Could gamble with it.
Could gamble with it. You create some opportunities there that you might not otherwise have.
Right.
At the same time, it's a very valuable card, could go up in value as time goes on. And I am just getting back into the card game, too. You suckered me back into it. I was out of it for a long time. I was out of it. I think I was like 13 when I got out of it.
Yeah.
And here we are all these years later. You suckered me back into it, you son of a bitch.
Right. No, I think that's the biggest flex. I think these big guys that don't need the money, you know what I mean? Like if I'm trying to fucking think of some of the guys, no, he wouldn't be involved because he's the fucking CEO. But some of these big card guys, I think would keep it just to be like, hey, well, it's flex. It's a flex. You talk with another collector. Oh, what's your biggest card? Oh, well, look at this motherfucker. You got one of these. You know what I mean?
It's a 1 of 1.
I don't. And that's and that's and we can dive. And I don't want to stay too long on it, but that's where it gets interesting with the market, though, Trevor, with 1 of 1s, because there's probably not another one like it, but a lot of players have 1 of 1s. So that's where it gets interesting. What fucking year, what style of it is. It's a whole bunch of fucking.
If it's a patch or an auto,
it fucks with my mind.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I could stay up till 3 o'clock just looking at cards. But yeah, good shit though.
You do half the time, so.
Yeah, I do. Yeah. Got to get those snipes. But anyways, good topic though. I didn't even fucking know about it.
I always like to bring up card stuff.
Yeah.
Whenever I can, and it's been pretty active lately. The Kobe card, I think it was the other week, and that was the Kobe locker, and now the Olympic 1 of 1 card. A lot of these collectibles going for some pretty high prices.
No, I just can't wait to see who gets it. Yeah. And Wemby's stock went up too. Just for people out there as well, even though he lost, his stock is completely fucking through the roof right now.
Oh yeah, did you hear his comments after the fact?
No.
Something along the lines of, they better look out in 2028. Who, Team USA? Everyone.
He's a fucking alien.
He is an alien. He's going to be fantastic. He's got a Christmas Day game this year.
He does have a Christmas.
I think they play the Knicks. If I'm correct on that, I think they play the Knicks.
So. But in his own right, his 1 of 1, it's a black. Is it a prism or mosaics? I think it's a black mosaic 1 of 1 auto, and that's going. The head hunt on it is 12,000. It's fucking wild to me. Someone's willing to, whoever gets it, they're willing to pay 12,000 to that person. Raw. It's insane.
Yeah. As my grandma said with Walmart's Alfredo sauce, that's too rich for my blood.
Yeah. Right. Shit. But no, good shit.
Not good.
Good shit.
But moving on from that, we're going to go into our newest segment. We're going to go to our Texas Hold'em inspired segment. All in, raise, check, or fold. And yes, I got more doozy topics for you there, Billy. I'm going to make your head spin.
Hell yeah. Let me get the... Nope. Hold on here. I got to get... Yeah. That's the one. And
you got it.
There you go, people. We're on fucking task here. Here you go.
You got it.
longer than I want it to be. There we go.
Yeah,
right, there you go.
That's just how it goes.
Yeah.
Josh Manners, we are talking Steelers schedule tonight, so stick around for that.
Hell yeah.
Talking Steelers and Browns, hence the garb. I had to rep the Upper Peninsula because I was just there, but of course I had to rep my Steelers as well.
Yes.
So here we are. Anyway, welcome back to this week's edition of All In Raise, Check, or Fold.
Mm-hmm.
We're starting right out again with the wrestling topic, and we'll see what you think of this one, Billy.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Cole. 26 years. Do you know how many shows he's missed? 26 years of announcing for WWE.
I believe it's single digits. I know that.
You can count it on one hand. It's 2.
2, yeah.
He's missed 2 shows in 26 years.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Think of how rigorous that grind is. For 26 years, he's been doing this.
He loves it, man. It's crazy.
He loves it, calling some of the most epic moments of all time.
Hands down.
Yes. But there is a special person in my heart and in a lot of people's hearts that is the GOAT of not just WWE announcing, but announcing, period. Some people call him, or at least I do, the greatest announcer ever, period. Talking about Boomer Sooner. May he get well very soon, Mr. Jim Ross.
Yes. Greatest.
Michael Cole is fast approaching Jim Ross as the GOAT of WWE announcing.
Fold.
Oh,
I can never.
You can't.
His one-liners will live on forever.
Slobber knocker, tougher than a $2 steak. Son of a bitch. Yeah.
He has a family.
He's got a family, yeah.
The fucking Texas rattlesnake.
Stone cold. Yeah.
He's a crazy son of a bitch. And I got to go fold on that, Trevor. I can't.
I'll say check.
Okay.
I'll say check, just because of the longevity and how much he gets into it too. He puts a great deal of emotion into it. JR is just a natural. And he put a good bit of emotion into it too, but it's like he was born for that. Michael Cole was overseas reporting in like the Middle East before he started out in WWE announcing. He wasn't necessarily bred for what he's doing now. He had to adapt and overcome, and he's done that to quite a high level.
I have to say this too, though, Trevor. Jerry King Lawler and Jim Ross.
Yeah. It's epic.
They are up there, and I know some people in the chat might be offended by this, but I think to them as Al Michaels and John Madden.
Yep.
Like that duo is very cemented in the childhood memories. Like just fucking John Madden drawn on the screen, Jerry freaking out when Triple H got that girl to show her boobs. Like it's wild. It's just a wild time.
Yeah. Puppies. Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, you can't top that.
No,
that's just too good. It lasted for too little of a time.
Yeah,
that's how it goes. Good things don't last forever. But you're saying fold, I'll say check. Okay,
hey,
we'll revisit this in a couple years maybe, and we'll see if you think any different.
Hold on a minute.
What's up?
Who the hell has picked my rap name? Who? I appreciate that your mom's a fan.
Maybe it's somebody's grandma that you keep telling to watch this every week.
And the weird neighbor. Where the hell's the weird neighbor? That's
maybe
where...
the mailman. Could be the mailman. I don't know.
I've been watching the fucking Cowboys for many years now. I'm 75 years old, and they haven't done shit in the last 34. That's the guy I want in the comments.
Yeah, I get it. I absolutely get it. Well, we'll have that a little taste of that with Cole Peterson coming on here.
Very excited. Next week he'll be here. Jesus Christ.
Excellent. Good show. But
yeah, sorry.
Moving on from that anyway.
That was probably my favorite thing you've asked me on the show.
I could tell you got into it. I figured I'd just lead right out with the wrestling, get us excited, get us going,
Yeah.
Bringing it back down a little bit, bringing the emotions back down a little bit, not necessarily to negative, but to neutral. We're putting it in neutral right now. Aaron Rodgers, in a recorded documentary and a preview of it, said he regrets his 2021 comments that he was, and I quote, immunized, because people took that as vaccinated when he, in fact, used alternative methods to combat COVID-19.
Correct.
Which, just one in many, many lines that keep Aaron Rodgers' personality out there for everyone to see on full display.
Mm-hmm.
I think, though, Rodgers, he's more of a misunderstood soul than an inconsiderate prick.
Let's go check on that. We'll go check.
You go check on that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You think he's towing a line?
McAfee show, just to give people some substance. When he's on the McAfee show, and I don't know if I think he's still going to do it within this season this year. I don't know if I've seen anything that he's not. That really got him out of the comfort zone. And I think when he got out of his comfort zone, that's when he said some shit that maybe he shouldn't have said. But that's
yeah, because he does that. He's got some weird opinions. Yeah,
he's towing the fucking line, Trevor. Yeah,
no, I get it, and he does toe some lines with some of the comments, especially during the pandemic.
Yeah,
that was a really intense, high emotion time for everyone, and we needed something to feed on. So we fed on whatever the hell Aaron Rodgers was saying every week.
Correct.
And to me, he's a Cali boy. Some of those guys, they put their opinions out there. They get, like you said, they get out of their comfort zone. Mm-hmm. They get into an environment that isn't customary to them, something that they aren't used to, especially, with cultural elements. Mm-hmm. To me, he's a misunderstood soul. I'm going to go raise on that because he still does say some controversial shit.
Yeah.
But to me, his upbringing, where he grew up, and the opinions that he formulated as a result of that he's now putting out there, he's more misunderstood than anything.
And I don't know if you'll agree with this opinion, and maybe the viewers might not either, but watch Bill Walton's documentary. That was very good. 30 for 30. I was like,
four parts.
Watched all 4 parts. I was like, shit. Okay, how the hell are they spanning this out? Like he has the longest, I think, series on the 30 for 30 docket. But
it's either that or Once Upon a Time in Queens. I think that one's 3. That one's 3.
Yeah, I would compare him to modern day Bill Walton after watching that. Like he said some shit that maybe
that's a very fair assessment.
God bless his soul. But he said some shit and was on some shit that people didn't like at the time.
I was going to say both of them have done psychedelics. So.
Yeah, correct. Yeah. And both were coached by legendary coaches. So.
Oh, absolutely. Yep.
But no, that's what I would compare him to. It's not a bad thing, Trevor. It's just like.
It's just a thing.
Yeah.
It's just a thing. It's not good or bad.
No.
It's just a thing. It's a cultural thing.
Using your voice. Sometimes it kills you. Sometimes it raises you.
Mm-hmm. Amen to that.
Yeah.
Amen to that.
Yeah.
But okay. Moving on to, I got a list chock full of controversial shit this week.
That's all right.
Do you see about the Noah Lyles thing? Where he took bronze in the 400 meter and said he had COVID?
Yes, I did. Yes.
Yeah.
Did not like, just go ahead with it. Yeah.
Yeah, but then after the closing ceremonies, there was Instagram videos of him circulating about partying in Paris, having a good time around a shit ton of people.
Right. Mm-hmm.
So, was he actually sick, or was it just an excuse? Let's measure this on the scale of Noah Lyles was actually sick during his 400 meter performance.
I'm going to go. Fuck, this is check.
Not check. Okay.
And I'm going to say.
I know we're towing a line of interest. We're controversial topic there. I understand. Because I don't want to accuse anyone of faking a sickness, but.
I'm not faking. But I'll tell you this. I think he did the 100, if I'm not mistaken, or the 200.
I think it was 2 and the 4.
2. Okay.
2 and the 4.
The 2, when he won the 2, there's an etiquette. I mean, now we're getting in my fucking world.
Or no, I think it was 1 and 2.
I think
it was 1 and 2. Yeah.
I think after he won the 100,
he took gold in the 100. Yeah,
a little too showman, and that kind of rubbed me the wrong way. I don't like. I never did like that in track.
Fair enough.
A little. Usain Bolt fucking broke the world record, and he didn't even go on that little.
Yeah,
whatever. I'm going to leave it there before.
I got.
That's where I'm at with him. It seems like a sore loser, claiming something. And
yeah, I'm gonna check on that too.
Okay.
Because obviously I'm not there. I'm not his doctor. I don't know.
Yeah. Right. If you
but
can go out and party
it's that's what I mean. It's suspect.
Yeah.
It's suspect. And I know COVID, you can get over it in a day now.
Yeah.
With, the strands that are out there. And if you're vaccinated or if you've been exposed to it before, obviously you have a greater immunity to it. And if you're an athlete who's in obviously Olympic shape, best of the best right there, you can get over it pretty quickly. So it's possible he could have had it and then gotten over it by the time he went out and partied after the closing ceremony.
Mm-hmm. I think
but it's also possible, like you said, that he just kind of came up with an excuse and was a sore loser.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna fence ride on that one.
I'm gonna fence ride too. I'll just really piss me off after the 100 though.
No, I understand.
Really.
Yeah. You don't like to see that.
I don't like that.
No.
To do it, get your fucking medal. Do it with pride. You don't need to.
Yeah.
Number 1 and fucking go get the flag. Do a little rundown. You don't need
trot.
Yeah.
Yep.
I'll
Be done.
Yeah.
Be done. Yeah. No, gotcha. No worries there.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Circling back to college football and the most hyped up 4-8 team of all time, the Colorado Buffaloes of 2023. Apparently making some strides. Deion's getting his recruits in there, and things are starting to gel.
Yep.
They are in the Big 12 this year against some very competitive teams.
Yes.
However, some are saying that they have potential to actually make some noise. On the spectrum of the Buffaloes will win a relatively prominent bowl game this year. And I'm not talking like Fiesta Bowl or Cotton Bowl or anything like that. I'm talking, let's say, toss them in the Duke's Mayo Bowl or something along those lines, or the Pop-Tarts Bowl, something that people will watch and it's entertaining. Colorado Buffaloes, they're going to take one of those.
The comment, I'm going to go check, but thanks, Dustin.
Okay. Well, in fairness, his mom is the first one to tell me that this week. Notice I said this week.
Yeah. I'm going to go check.
You should go check. You can't even get the words out. God damn it! Come on.
He's just fucking me up with the comments tonight.
I get it. I get it. You're welcome. Hey, this is what we like. We like interaction.
Yeah.
Even though sometimes it can be a little disruptive, but this is why we do it live, man. This is why we do it live. For the good vibes and for the good times and for the good people.
Yeah.
I'm gonna raise that actually.
Okay. Well,
I think, second year of Prime. Look at how Jackson State did.
Correct.
They did. Correct. I don't remember exactly how but I know they did a hell of a lot better than they did in the first season with him.
Yeah, it's just I question Deion with coaching sometimes.
I get it,
but Travis Hunter, he's
Shadur,
and Shadur. They're both dogs. They can play.
Absolute dog.
At very high levels.
Shadur, potential Heisman favorite.
Correct.
He goes nuts.
Correct. Yeah.
The hype machine is real.
Yeah.
I buy into it a little bit.
Yeah.
I'll say raise.
Okay.
Circling back to baseball and how instant replay has changed one specific element of the game that I honestly dearly miss.
Mm-hmm.
And that's managers having a personality.
Oh.
They can't argue calls anymore. You don't have your Lou Pinellas. You don't have your Lou Pinellas kicking their hat around the infield, or you don't have your Tommy Lasordas fighting with mascots. You don't have Clinton Hurdles getting red in the face at Jerry Meals because he blew one of the worst calls of all time. Managers don't have a personality anymore.
No.
Where are you with that?
And I was looking his name up. I want managers to be more like Wally Backman. That's what I want.
He was nutty. He was nutty.
Doug said multiple times he's had some off the field issues with alcohol. That's all right.
That's expected.
But I want that. I want the intensity. I forget the manager for the Pirates. He's still first base, I think, second base.
Lloyd McClendon.
Yeah,
from back in the day.
Kind of shit.
Yeah,
that's what I want.
I think that was that was one of the first years PNC Park, if not the first year. Who was that catcher? I forget who the catcher was. He's actually a pretty good catcher, and I used to have a poster of him. But that was that Brian Giles era team.
Mm-hmm.
The catcher had a ground ball up the middle, and a couple controversial calls had happened at first base at that time already. Another one happens. It's like half a step. I think he was actually out, so McClendon might have been in the wrong.
Yeah.
But he just absolutely goes off and literally takes first base with him. And instead of throwing it into center field a la Lou Piniella, he took it with him back to the clubhouse.
Yeah.
Which is absolutely hilarious.
So, Trevor, I forget the fucking question. I'm sorry. I was so jacked up about trying to figure out.
Managers in baseball don't have any personality anymore.
I'm going to have to go all in on that. They don't.
I'm with you.
They don't.
I'm with you. Get
pissed off. Come on, let's.
Yeah, I want to see it.
Yeah,
I want to see it. I mean,
fucking face of the ump and spit and fucking.
I can't really think of a manager that has blown up recently or is known for their off-color comments or. No. Yeah, and granted, I'm not an avid baseball fan, so someone who is a more avid baseball fan could probably tell me otherwise, but.
Right.
We don't have a Lou Piniella. We don't have a Tommy Lasorda. We don't have a Lloyd McClendon anymore.
No.
We need that.
We need it.
We need that.
Right.
And whether that's dialing back the instant replay, they're probably not going to do that. They're not going to move back and having things correct.
Uh-huh.
But I don't know. To me, Derek Shelton is as bland gets.
Yeah.
Now, behind the scenes, he might actually be a cool dude to have a beer with, but.
Right.
From what I just see in the interviews that he's just bleh.
Constant tone. No emotion.
Yeah. Flatline.
Yeah. No, if you're looking for a laugh or you're looking for some intensity, look up fucking Wally Backman throwing the bats on the field. Holy shit.
Oh, just search Terry Collins.
Oh, there you go.
Blow up for a nice little
Nice
little incident that happened in the early 2010s.
There's a clip, Trevor. So after he did that bad thing, the radio announcer was saying talking shit on air about him. He went up to the press box, confronted the guy. He said, "Let me tell you right now, you little shit. Don't ever say that shit about me on air ever again." And he's like, "Well, Wally, you threw bats on the field." He said, "I don't give a fuck. Don't put my name in vain." And he walked out. And the head of the fucking radio guy, he's like, "You just wanted to say a few words, right? Right, Wally?" He goes, "You can fuck off too." And he walks out. I'm like, we need that. That would make the game more interesting. You already got the timer for the pitchers. Throw in some intensity, whatever.
Yeah. Well, I don't know. Maybe we just need a couple guys to blow up, get red in the face,
Yeah.
Kick some dirt on the ump or. Yeah. I forget who it was, but there was a tweet out there one time. The guy was arguing with an umpire, and then he says, "Go to where I can't see you." So naturally, the manager went and stood on home plate.
Yeah.
We need that.
Yes.
We need the guy that was crawling around the infield and hurling the rosin bag toward home plate like a grenade. Where is that?
Yeah. Yeah. We need it. Bring it back. Come on.
Yeah.
Shit.
Anyway.
Yeah.
You ready to get into the NFL schedule, brother?
It's very exciting times here.
Yeah, we've been waiting for this for a while.
Josh, if you're still here,
you better damn well be.
Yeah, it's going to be exciting times. The Steelers are not going 16-0 or 17-0. If people think that, I'm going to be real, and as much as I don't want to, and I still have the fucking banner up, Trevor. My apologies.
Yeah, you're all right. Get her done. Fixed it.
I'm doing a different sound for this shit though, or is this last week? Is this the last week of NFL?
No. We still have the NFC North after these next couple weeks, bro.
All right, thank God. Okay.
And then the 2 days before the season starts, we got the we're ranking the divisions and seeing how the playoffs play out. So we go through that for a little while.
Yeah.
But yeah, for this week, we got the back half of the AFC North.
Mm-hmm.
The Browns and Steelers. We covered two of our more hated teams, the Ratbirds and Bungles, last week.
Yes.
This week, the Brownies, who I figured out are the only team in the NFL named after something that doesn't exist.
Yep.
What the hell is a Brown? I mean, I guess Paul Brown, but what the hell is a Brown? And, of course, your Pittsburgh Steelers.
I fucking hate the Browns.
I assume we want to get the Browns out of the way first.
Yeah, let's get the fucking dog pound. Yeah, let's go. Yeah. Guys, we're doing that.
You're doing a little Braun Breaker action over there.
They were looking like fucking stooges at SummerSlam doing that shit.
No, I know. Well, it fit Braun Breaker's thing.
No, before they were like.
No, I know. I understand.
You hate the Browns too. All right.
They got a nice football stadium though. I saw a concert there. That was pretty good.
And I'm going to actually come after him a little bit. The outside, Trevor.
Okay.
Like if you look at Pittsburgh or you look at the Bills, because those are the ones I've been at. They're more flashy with I know what the hell's going on in this big structure. There it was bland. I just felt it was bland.
It's tight is. Yeah. Plus, there's not a whole lot around it. It's just walking space.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that's what you get when you don't win shit.
Yeah. All I know is they don't got Rivers by there. They don't got the Rivers Casino right outside of their stadium. I can tell you that much.
No.
But let's see. Don't recall if they. Not really a whole lot of offseason changes other than acquiring Jerry Jeudy for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
Owusu Koromora, Myles Garrett, Denzel Ward on the defensive side. They even got Devin Bush, if you can believe that.
You can have him.
Yeah, they can absolutely have him. I'm surprised he didn't stay in Seattle, his sorry ass. Let's save some of the banter for the schedule.
Yeah.
Let's get into the schedule.
Mm-hmm.
The Cleveland Browns.
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me. They get out in their first 3 weeks. They play Dallas, the Jags on the road, and then the Giants back at home.
We're going to go 1-2 here.
1-2.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Fair enough.
Beat the Giants.
Cool.
Yep.
Okay, let me see where I got them here. I got them at 1-2 as well. Same sequence.
Yep.
Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Then in the following weeks, all road games, the Vegas Raiders, Washington Commanders, and Philadelphia Eagles.
1-2 again. I was going to say 0-3, but I'll go 1-2.
1-2 again. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Beat the Commanders.
Yeah. Commanders. Yeah, not that great. Same thing for me. We are tit for tat so far.
Yeah.
And purely coincidental. I don't know how many times I have to say it, but purely coincidental.
Yeah. Literally.
Yeah. Well, I do this the night before he does it live.
Right.
Then in their 3 weeks before their Week 10 bye week, they got Cincinnati, Baltimore, and the Chargers at home, all 1:00 games. Matter of fact, the only primetime games for these guys later in the season, Thursday nighter, a Monday nighter, and another Thursday nighter and a Sunday nighter,
Mhm.
all in November, December.
Trevor, we're going to go 0-3 here.
Oh,
And this is when the stands start getting a little desolate. Yeah.
You're shitting on them.
I am.
I got them going 2-1.
Okay.
Yeah. Beating, losing to Baltimore. That's it.
Okay.
Yeah. I think, what do I have them doing against? I actually am getting swept by Baltimore. I had the split with Cincinnati and the Chargers. That's just going to be a competitive game.
Yep.
My opinion.
Yep.
Probably scoring in the teens there. Chargers don't have a whole lot of weapons on offense, and the Browns, their defense is as good as it gets. But I think they'll struggle a little bit on offense. Chargers usually know how to stop the run, so they'll know how to stop Nick Chubb.
And we got to see how he comes back. That's
a big headline too. Yep.
I mean, sorry, you Browns fans. You're saying.
Yeah, I hated to see that last year.
You're saying Minka did it, but it was actually a football fucking tackle. I mean, it wasn't.
It was just an unfortunate sequence.
Yeah.
That was.
Yeah.
That's all it was to me.
Yep.
Am I looking at it through a biased lens? So are Browns fans.
You want to bring up Myles Garrett? I mean, if you really want to get me going,
we don't have to go there. We don't have to go there. Let's move on. Forward. Don't fight back. Fight forward. Good sir. Let's fight forward. And in weeks 11 and 12, they go on the road against New Orleans and then home against Pittsburgh.
Well, there you go, Browns. You get a win there and you lose at your home. 1-1 here.
Okay. You got Pittsburgh sweeping them, don't you, bud?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I figured.
TJ's absolutely going to go the fuck off in these games. I'm telling you. Mark my
words. I got you. I actually, I got a split here, and I got the home team winning. So I got New Orleans actually beating Cleveland. This is one of the few that they get later in the season.
Okay.
Okay. Moving on from there, in weeks 13 through 15, they go at Denver, at Pittsburgh. So 2 out of those 3 weeks are those Pittsburgh games, and then versus Kansas City. And that Pittsburgh game is a Thursday night game coming off of the New Orleans game. Or no, excuse me, coming off the Denver game.
I'm actually going to go 2-1 here.
2-1? Oh, you're being nice. Look at you being nice to Brownies.
Trap game there for the Chiefs.
Oh.
Good headline.
Wow. That's late season Chiefs too, bud.
I see him dropping it. And I think I'm going against myself actually, Trevor. So fuck it. Let's go 1-2. Let's go 1-2.
See. Yeah, I was gonna say you got KC beating them.
Yeah, 1-2 here then.
Yeah, you got KC winning on the KC slate. So
yeah.
I got you. I got them going 1-2 in that sequence. Ironically, I have them beating Kansas City.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't realize I had that. But that's the way it worked out with the Kansas City schedule. I got them losing against Cleveland. That is the lone game that I have Kansas City losing from week 8 on.
Damn.
So, not to delve into Kansas City too much. Cleveland rounds it out with a couple division matchups and a matchup with Miami sandwiched in between at Cincinnati versus Miami at Baltimore. Then 2 of those are primetime affairs. And remember, you're dealing with late season Bengals, late season Dolphins, and the Ravens are usually always pretty damn good. They're pretty tough.
And I think I have
nothing's going to change there.
Dolphins winning. I think to stay with the script 0-3.
You do have the Dolphins winning. Oh wow, yeah. You got
I got them in a tough place.
You do. You do not have them doing too well.
That's wonderful.
Let me see where I got them first. I got them actually winning 2 of those 3. There's the split with Cincinnati. I had them losing earlier in this. Or no, I actually have them sweeping Cincinnati. Excuse me. Did I have that for the Cincinnati schedule as well? Yes, I did. I had Cleveland sweeping Cincinnati. Okay. Who knew? Oh, yeah, Joe Burrow, like 1-5 against Cincinnati in his career or something.
Yeah.
Or 1-5 against Cleveland.
Yep.
In his career.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. I think, I guess that's the angle I took, so I'll stick with that. Then them beating late season Dolphins. I don't trust late season Dolphins for shit. Granted, I do have Cleveland in a winning position when going into the Dolphins game. You do not.
No.
And then at Baltimore, yeah, you're not going to beat Baltimore at that stage of the game.
Last 5 games, Dorian Thompson starts.
Oh,
put that caveat on it.
Watson sucks.
Watson
hurt.
Gets some sickness and he can't play.
Sickness
or
fucking
injury.
Or
yeah,
sickness.
Worst fucking deal I've ever seen in my life.
It reset the QB market, and not in a good way. Not in a good way.
I mean, just leading up to the events leading up to it, Trevor, and then that guy totally blows up the market.
I know, dude.
Like, that's the guy.
That's the guy that was going to blow it up. But anyway, I was a little kinder to them than you were. I got them at 8 and 9.
Uh-huh.
And you, let me do some counting here. 1, 2, 3. You got them at 5 and 12.
There you go.
Okay. That's good enough for last in the division.
Yep.
You want to know what their over-under was? 8.5. That's got to be the biggest under that you got.
A lot of dumb bettors out there.
Apparently. According to you. According to Drew Billy.
I'm telling you.
They do have a tough schedule, though. 30th ranked strength of schedule.
Stefanski can only clean up so much shit.
I get it. He's a good coach, though.
He is
the
a good
best
coach
that they've had probably since they've been reincarnated.
He is. I got to give him, his flowers on that. He is, but it's like moving him from an exhibit from clean the giraffe shit to the elephant shit. He can only shovel so much shit, Trevor. And
I hear they get paid by the pound.
I mean, it's just
saying. If Stefanski gets paid by the pound of how much shit he sweeps up, he's doing pretty good for himself.
And if there's a Brown fan out there looking at their screen right now, just screaming "fuck you" and putting middle fingers up to me, I really don't give a damn.
Hey, I said 8 and 9. I said 8 and 9.
Well, Deshaun Watson is a terrible person, so I will never ride with any team that he leads. Will never.
And there will be another. There will never be another woman that rides him again.
Yep. Fuck. Yeah.
You already did it with 64 of them, allegedly.
Yeah.
Anyway, moving on to the main course for this week's NFL season predictions.
Yep.
One that we have been waiting for this entire time that we've been doing this segment. You see the logo on Billy's chest and hat. You see it on my chest too. You sometimes see it on my hat. You sometimes see it all in the background and everywhere. You see it all around my bar. I should take you guys to my bar at some point. There you go. The terrible towel. I still got mine stowed away. I gotta dig it out. And I gotta wait. I should have dug it out for this so I could wave it and we could, have a good time and maybe copyright Renegade and, have a little fun.
Yeah.
But regardless, we're talking Pittsburgh Steelers.
Steelers.
Mm-hmm. Here we go. Steelers.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go.
Yep.
Russell's gone to the Super Bowl. Here we go. I hope so too.
I really don't want him to be the leader to the Hard Knicks, but if it has to be,
I get it. Yeah. I gotta pull an Andy Grammer and have high hopes for a living. Or excuse me, Panic at the Disco.
Panic. Yep.
That was Panic. Yeah.
Yep.
I get it confused with Andy Grammer because that was such a positive song, and Panic is usually not that.
No.
So.
Yeah.
Yes, I gotta have high hopes, and hopefully the Steelers have high hopes as they start their season at Atlanta, at Denver, then versus the Chargers.
I'll tell you right now, I'm being real. I want to make it clear through this whole thing here. Everybody that knows me, I'm a fucking fanatic about them, but I'm going to be real. But they are going to be starting off 3-0 here, Trevor.
Oh yes, I like it.
They are starting off 3-0,
17-0. 17-0.
Yeah. There's a couple of games that they're going to drop that I'm going to be pissed about looking down here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually sticking with the theme of Mike Tomlin and his slow starts when we don't really know who the quarterback's going to be. 1-2.
Okay.
Beating Denver. That's it.
Okay.
Russell beats his former team. We get a little vindication for that. And then the emotional high, we get brought right back the fuck down by Jim Harbaugh.
Yeah.
We always seem to struggle with the Chargers, too. Can never really put those guys away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Moving on from there, we go to Indianapolis, then Dallas at home, then on the road against Vegas.
So,
and that Dallas game, Sunday night game, by the way.
Being real, we're 2-1 here.
Okay.
We do lose to
I
the
thought you were going to say 3-0 again.
And I'm struggling because we historically struggle with the Raiders.
We do.
But I feel it's going to be the Cowboys.
Okay. We lose the home game on a Sunday night.
We do lose the home game.
Ooh, primetime Steelers loss at home. It's an interesting selection.
Yes.
We always seem to find a way, by hook or crook, by the skin of our teeth, we find a way to win on primetime at home.
I know.
Which is exactly what I have them doing. They lose to Indianapolis in that stretch.
Oh, I would like that.
Anthony Richardson, he's a bit of an unproven quarterback.
Yeah.
We don't know what he's got. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep up with his physical tools. Because we have good interior linemen. We have good speed on the outside, but we got to account for his long bomb of an arm and his versatility, being able to run the ball, and whatever Shane Steichen cooks up in the playbook.
I'm fine with either or, actually, thinking about that now. Yeah. I'll stick with the Cowboys.
Yeah, that was my thought with that. And then, of course, Dallas at home, primetime win. And then Vegas on the road. Like you said, we kind of go back and forth with them, but we beat them the last time we were in Vegas. So no reason we can't do it again.
Yeah.
Then leading up to their bye week in week 9, they got both the New York teams, the Jets, and then the Giants, both at home, both primetime games.
2-0.
Okay. Good man. Both primetime home games. You better have them winning.
And fucking TJ lays a hell of a hit on fucking Rodgers. Rocks the fucking world.
No, I think he's going to get more hold of Daniel Jones than he will Rodgers, but yes.
Oh, Daniel Jones. Pooh.
I would look out for Malik Neighbors in that game, though. He might break one.
He might. I say Queen as well. We're going to be more analyzing this fucking schedule. You guys are just going to have to deal with it. I'm sorry.
Debate time's going to go over 2 hours. It's whatever. It's fine.
Queen gets an interception over the middle on Jones.
No, fair enough.
Yeah. He's wearing the green dot. He's going to be a fucking dog. So
he is. It's going to be great.
Yep.
It's him and Holcomb in the middle. Yeah.
Roberts, I heard mixing in there.
Might be Roberts,
if I'm not mistaken.
Let me see what it is right now.
Okay. I like Roberts.
It is Roberts. Okay.
That one play, Trevor, he had.
Yeah.
He shot up the middle.
Yeah. Might be mixing Peyton Wilson in there too. That's right. We're actually deep at middle linebacker. What the fuck is this?
It's a weird time.
It is. It's weird to be a Steeler fan in the 2020s and to have us be good at middle linebacker, have some good depth there. Reminds me of the Foot Farrier days.
Lawrence Timmons and James Farrier.
James Farrier. Yep. Good times.
Spoiled.
Good times. Yeah. I want to say that was one of my dad's first jerseys that he bought, like authentic, was Lawrence Timmons.
Very underrated.
Agreed. Had a relatively short prime, but it was very good.
Yeah,
it's very good. Anyway, where the hell did I leave off here? Oh, post-bye week.
Yep.
They go at Washington versus Baltimore at Cleveland.
Now you might have to help me here. I believe I have them splitting with Ravens, right?
Yeah, you have them splitting with the Ratbirds, I believe. Let me scroll up to your Baltimore picks.
I just want to stay on.
You have them sweeping Baltimore.
Oh, fuck it then. 3-0.
Okay.
Yeah. Yep.
3-0 again.
Yep.
So they're not going 17-0. They're going 16-1, apparently.
I think they lose the Bengals, if I'm not mistaken. After I don't want to get ahead of ourselves.
Yeah,
here,
now let
but-
me see.
Yeah.
I do have them winning 2 of those games and losing to Cleveland
Okay.
on the road.
Okay.
Yeah, which I can live with. Cleveland's much more competitive with us nowadays. I think
Yep.
they're post-Ben, they're going to get us a time or two.
Yep.
That's one of them. Then they go at Cincinnati versus Cleveland at Philly. So they don't have a whole lot of travel in there, which is good.
No. Do I have them sweeping the Bengals too?
Let me see.
I hope to God I don't.
Cincinnati, you do.
I'm gonna have to correct myself. They lose this one.
Totally fine. Totally fine. Yeah, you can go. You can switch it up.
I'm gonna go 1 and 2 here.
Okay.
They lose the Philly and Bengals. Beat the Browns.
Beat the Browns.
Yep.
Beat the Brownies. Okay, so now you have them at 3 losses.
Yep.
And I got them at a few more losses than that. I got them at, what is it? What was that stretch that I said? Cleveland, Cincinnati, and then Cleveland again. I got them 1 and 2 in that stretch. So I got them at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 losses. What is that? 13 minus 5, 8, 7 and 5.
Okay.
7 and 5. Which to me is realistic. We're going to be, I think we're going to be middling again, which, just the way it is now. Then finishing out the season at Baltimore versus Kansas City and then versus Cincinnati, arguably their toughest 3-week stretch the entire season.
I don't want my Christmas to be fucked up.
I understand.
Oh boy. Well, let's go real here. 2 and 1.
Okay.
Those are the Chiefs.
On Christmas.
Yeah.
Lose to the Chiefs on Christmas.
Mm-hmm.
No Yuletide cheer in the Berg, huh? Santa's not going downtown. He's not gonna. He's not gonna deliver the Steelers a win.
I don't know. I want it to be, but
I get it. I understand.
Yeah.
It's late season KC, and you just had late season KC. Well, for a second you had them losing to Cleveland, but switched up on that. So. Yeah, fair enough. And then, the sweep with Baltimore and Cincinnati's intact. It looks like you got them going 5-1 in the division. And actually, their only loss in the division to Cincinnati in that Week 13 game for you.
Yep.
Then we got 1, 2, 3, 4. You got them going 13-4.
Give it to them.
Okay.
Maybe more realistic 12-5, but yeah, we'll go 13-4. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. With the toughest schedule in the NFL.
They're going to say, fuck them. We do not care. That's what Tomlin said.
I'm aware of what Tomlin says. He doesn't say a whole lot, but when he says something, it's usually we don't fucking care.
I'm high on their defense, man. I'm very high.
Oh, I am too, but can only get you so far.
I know.
In the modern game,
Yeah.
In the 70s, you could get away with just having a good defense, and then you just need Terry throwing it to Swan and Stallworth every now and again.
Right.
You could win games 10-6 consistently. You can't do that anymore.
Yeah.
But anyway, in that last stretch, 1 and 2, I have them losing to Baltimore and Kansas City. I don't have any Yuletide cheer in Pittsburgh either. And then beating Cincinnati to round it out. I think Cincinnati maybe resting their starters, or they just kind of let one slip into the playoffs, lower the expectations of everybody before they go on a tear again.
Yep.
Then overall, I have them at 9-8, which is just above their over/under at 8.5.
Yeah.
I gotta have that, right? I gotta at least have that.
I'm putting that bet in.
100%. I already put it in.
Yeah.
I put it in a couple months ago.
I think I might put 40 on that shit.
I think I put a $50 free bet on that one when I signed up for ESPN Bet. I had some free bets to use, so that's one of them that I put it on. Which I haven't bet much since then, so I'm gonna pat myself on the back and then gamble like a degenerate come football season.
Oh, yeah.
It's just gonna happen.
Yeah.
But that rounds out this week's edition of NFL Season Predictions. We will be covering the NFC North, our final division, in the next 2 weeks, starting with the Lions and Bears next week, and then in the following, Packers and Vikings. And then Tuesday, September 3rd, we'll be mapping out the divisions and mapping out the playoffs, bud.
Hell yeah. Exciting times.
Oh, yeah. Now, am I going to analyze the full schedule to see, this tiebreaker seeds? Probably not.
Okay.
But
Yeah,
at least get us a general idea.
Yep.
Maybe get us a bracket together and map out the playoffs. We'll see who our early Super Bowl picks are going to be.
Yep. Steelers.
You got them going 13-4, winning that division. So I hope so.
We'll see.
I think that'd be good enough for their first round bye too, because we're done with the AFC. Well, let's see. Yeah, that would be the first seed in the AFC.
Ravens
13-4. Kansas City.
Oh, Kansas City. Okay.
12-5.
Okay. Hell yeah, dude.
Oh, and Kansas City and Buffalo 2-3.
Okay. Yeah, I see it too for them, but
fair enough. Okay.
All right.
Moving on to debate time.
Yeah, hell yeah. Let's see what the hell happens here.
This is the part where I throw the mic stand.
I'm gonna turn the fucking sound down. All right, debate time here. Interesting questions for me and Trevor to toss around in our brains. I think every sports fan, there's a moment, Trevor. So for us, one play you think back to that made you fall in love with the game of football even more.
2008 AFC Championship. Troy Polamalu picking off Joe Flacco and doing what he does when he picks off the ball. Cut back.
Yeah.
All the way to the end zone to seal it.
Fucking just waltzed in there with the.
He did. Yeah, he did. Yep. It was beautiful. Beautiful.
That one's up there. The finger with the hand getting the football off, interception.
Yeah, it's against Phillip Rivers and the Chargers there. Yeah.
But I have to say James Harrison's.
Good one too.
Yeah, need no oxygen after that. That never lost my mind like that, and I don't think I ever will. But yeah, no, both good moments. If we're going to make this interactive here, put your favorite football moment in the comments as well. If anybody would like to do that, if you're watching to this point,
even if you're a Michigan fan, go ahead.
Yeah, whoever. If you're a fucking Ratbirds fan, that's fine too.
Oh God, I hope no Ratbirds fans watch this.
No one's gonna like it. No one's gonna like the comment, but you can comment.
Can I dislike it?
Yeah, you actually could. Yeah,
I might do that.
All right. And then basketball. We talked about it a little before the show. LeBron James versus Michael Jordan. The debate has came back up even more now after him getting his.
It's always going to be it's always going to be a fucking thing.
Gold medal in Paris. I think I know where you stand, but
my stance is unchanged.
Okay, will never change.
Call me when he has 6.
Okay, so if he, oh boy, Trevor,
call me when he has 6.
Okay, what if he does it though?
What is he? Is he going to be 40 soon?
40, 41, yeah, 40, yeah.
Call me when he has 6.
Okay.
And even then, he goes 6 for 12.
Mm-hmm.
1 half, lost half.
Well, and I told you before.
MJ had 6 chances, did not miss. Mm-hmm. You come at the king, you best not miss. And I ain't talking about King James.
Right. I guess and that's a self-given name.
I'm aware of that.
And
I'm aware of that.
So that kind of
add that to the list of reasons.
But if anybody's seen it, and I, if you want to come at me in the comments, go ahead or text me or whatever the hell you want to do. I got very angry with the interaction. I'm actually going to send the interaction to Trevor because I don't know if he's seen it. A young fan. Let me just see who the hell commented
here. Dustin.
Okay. Well, we got to talk about him. It got a gold medal. But anyways, young fan, I believe, resident of Paris, maybe looks up to LeBron, went up to him to get a photo after he got off. It looked like a shuttle bus or what have you, or out of some vehicle. And LeBron basically said, no, don't do that. Basically shooed the young fan away, waltzed into where they're having their private party for the basketball team. But before entering, goes into a little dance like a 12-year-old just to play to the media. That drove me fucking nuts. Because I think the Kobe, I think Larry, Joel Embiid, I think if he was put in that situation, I'm trying to think of other Jason Tatum. I know he's a Celtic. They give time to younger people. They give their shoes. They do their shirts, whatever. That really rubbed me the wrong way. And that's where I kind of put the debate as you're an asshole and you're not better than Michael, because I don't think I'm going with the person. Because you should have took a photo with the fan. I understand you're going to want to go celebrate, but fuck, man. You know what I mean? Younger generation.
Yeah. Yeah, got to help them out, man. I don't know.
But that's where I'm at with it. Michael's always going to be the greatest. Kobe's second. LeBron's third. I don't give a shit. And that could be up for debate as well. And if someone disagrees, go ahead and comment and we can talk about it. But another thing with food that's become I got you. All right. Ketchup. So big thing here. People freak the fuck out when people put ketchup on their fries, squirt it on there. You know what I mean? Get the whole bath. Smother the shit out of it. If it's Heinz, that's fine.
It's got to be that. Yeah.
And if Hunt's, we're going to have a conversation about it. But
God, if you buy store brand ketchup, you need to reconsider all of your life choices, not just your ketchup.
Okay.
You need to reconsider a lot more than that.
So I guess through pour, or do you dip the fries?
Oh, I tell you what I do. I like a lot of salt on mine.
I do as well, yes.
So I put the ketchup on first, right? Okay. And then I put the salt on. I put it on top of the fries. And then I put the salt on, sea salt, on top of the ketchup.
Okay.
You can get more on there, and it sticks better. And you keep your hands clean.
Correct. No, I agree with you.
A lot of people think I'm psychotic for that. I'm like, I don't care. It's better. It's better to me.
All right. And then the last question for tonight for debate time: what is the best era of WWE wrestling?
The obvious answer is the Attitude Era.
That's where I'm at as well, yes.
But I will give credence to the Paul Levesque era that we are in right now.
Correct.
WWE, white hot. It seems like everyone on the roster matters. Everyone on the roster is doing something meaningful, whether it's Wyatt Six, whether it's Otis and Tozawa, whether it is the big head honchos, Roman Reigns, Cody Rhodes, whether it's mid-carders, and we got a strong fucking mid-card right now, headed up by the likes of Sami Zayn, Bronson Reed, L.A. Knight. Yeah. Logan Paul. I did not think Logan Paul was going to be this damn good at professional wrestling. He's whatever he sets his mind to. He is so damn good at it.
Right.
Top to bottom, I have not been this excited to watch wrestling in a long time. And I was not around for the Attitude Era. I was a wee lad. I was, would I have loved to have been around for the Rocks, the Stone Colds, early Triple H, DX, NWO, all of that? Yes.
Right.
Absolutely would have. And most people that were around during that time, they say, yes, that's the best era. Clear cut, no doubt about it. I believe them. I've seen the highlights. I've watched the episodes. I've watched the YouTube clips, shorts, TikToks, everything.
Yep.
And everything points to that being the best era, because that's where Vince McMahon had to really peak.
Yep.
creatively, and the competition fueled it as well. The WC, the Monday Night Wars. Bret Hart, the screw job, ushering in the Attitude Era, many people consider.
Yep.
And
I agree.
Yeah, while the Attitude Era is the best, and probably will forever remembered be remembered as the best era in professional wrestling, this Paul Levesque era is off to a fantastic start. And let's give a shout out to the women's division too.
Correct.
The likes of Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, hell, even girls like Io Sky and the Scottish women that are tag team champions right now. They're actually doing pretty good as well. God forgive me, I forget their names.
Right. I don't remember.
But no, top to bottom, on the men's and women's side of things, it's been absolutely fantastic. Well, hell, even Bayley had a career resurgence.
Correct.
And we thought Nia Jax was just a bumbling idiot that just injures people.
Yeah.
Turns out she can be somewhat entertaining too, as Queen of the Ring and now women's champion on the SmackDown brand.
Right. No, I agree.
A lot of talent that was underutilized or misjudged or misrepresented before. Hell, Chad Gable. Let's talk about Chad Gable for a second.
Yeah.
He was Shorty G not too long ago.
Shorty
G.
Yeah.
A white dude wearing gym shorts and being called Shorty G. Yeah. We're talking about a former Olympian.
Right.
Come on, man. What are you doing, Vince? And now he's got a new stable. Some people calling him the next Kurt Angle.
Correct. Yeah. A lot of similarities there.
To me, it just seems, in terms of completeness as a roster, this is the best they've had in a long time. And I love to see that. And the quality of matches unmatched as well. The production, everything.
Yeah. No, I agree. But yeah, that's all I had for debate time. Trevor, anything else you want to let the people know before we head out here?
No, I think that's all I got, brother.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, hey, we'll be back for another episode next Tuesday. Mark it on your calendar with special guests. Cole Peterson joining the old boys here on the podcast. He's been a frequent guy on here at times, busy doing other things at times. So when he's able
up to 3 little girls now.
Correct. Yeah, no, a lot of shit going on. Coaching, we can't wait to have him come on, and it's going to be a special fucking time. So
hell yeah, can't wait.
But anyways, have a good day, have a good night. God bless. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. This was another episode of Buckle Up with the Boys. All gas, no breaks. We'll see you next Tuesday, 8:00 with myself, Trevor, and Cole Peterson. We thank you as always. And we got a comment before we leave here.
Little blowing smoke up our ass. You love to see it.
Thanks, Dustin. All right. We appreciate everybody as always. And also we have a thing to end the show now, so you don't have to have this awkward fucking silence when I'm trying to end it. So we appreciate you. See you next Tuesday.
Shit.
Yes.